My name is Pam Harris. I am a United Methodist clergy person and have worked most of my life with camp and retreat centers. That was actually a business that my husband and I had together up until a few years ago. Gary is also ordained in the United Methodist Church. He was a fabulous preacher. He was an excellent preacher. And people, I think, really appreciated both his caring and his incredible sense of humor. We mostly worked on the road. We have an RV and we worked all over the United States and Canada. That changed in the pandemic. We, like a whole lot of other folks, sort of pivoted, learned how to do most of our business online and do it remote. And it was in that period of time during the pandemic when it became obvious that Gary was beginning to have some issues. I think our coffee maker has an ailment. It's getting slower and slower. One of the interesting things is that Gary has never had a good memory. And I come from one of those families that remembers everything. Just okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. We talk about dementia as memory loss, but that was not the first sign. What I began to really notice was the loss of executive function, his ability to follow complex directions, his ability to complete tasks that had a lot of steps to them. And for us, the first stage was me just having to do more and more and more of those things that ordinarily we would have shared. It is literally 24/7, and it is a lot to kind of never have a break from that. Okay, good. All right. I've actually contacted a couple of agencies about getting some help. The agencies all tell me that I'm too far out in the country. I posted on a forum about being tired and frustrated, and a person said something like, you know, order a pizza for dinner and you're done. Nobody delivers food here. Nobody delivers groceries. I try to be as prepared as I can. I try to keep the house well stocked with anything we might need, so there's no, you know, oh my goodness, we just ran out of this or we just ran out of that. I will say that for me it's been really helpful to continue to work. It keeps me engaged in conversations that are not around caregiving or trying to, you know, keep up the house. It has taken me a while, but you know, people say you got to take care of yourself. I think I have finally gotten that if I'm always exhausted, and then I'm not a good caregiver. And it took me a long time to sort of wrap my head around what self-care looked like, because you usually think of bubble baths and things like that. But for me, I first prioritized sleep. I, along with the self-care, decided that exercise was a good release for me. And so I do try to walk the dog on a daily basis. I do have a friend. Right. What do you think? We got sticks to pick up, don't we? Uh-huh. We got sticks to pick up. You know, love goes through so many stages, from when you're young, and then when you're middle-aged, and then when you're older, it changes. But it's still love, and I count myself fortunate that there are still a lot of those moments when it feels like love to me to care for him. And I am grateful that those times come.